We just hit 500 followers. That is a big deal. And for our arrangement, for the 500 followers, I'm gonna do a full guide of this game. All right. So also, it's my birthday today. I would love if you guys would say happy birthday in the comments. That'd be awesome. I appreciate that. First things first, when you spawn in this game, you're gonna be given like things to do, like off the rip, right? Let me see. There is storyline, right? Track the quest, and it should point you towards your the quest you have to get done. And in this game, oh my god, I'm so like thrown off right now. But hey, don't worry about it. In this game, you have to progress through the storyline to get levels. There's other ways to get levels too, don't you worry. Like here, I'll show you right now. You press N, it should be able to show you like all the interactable NPCs. And you follow that. Press yes, and you can go to bus stop 14. And I'm gonna show you all the raids first, because they're pretty useful for getting arrows. They give you like an alright amount of levels. If you're farming it for levels, think about it more for what you get, like the drops and stuff, like the money and all that. You activate the raid and you get in. These are better when you're solo. Most raids are all better when you're solo, and you should only have like a somebody helping you if they're extremely like way like they're over what's the word, you know, like they're over a threshold. They're like really good. All right, only get help when they're higher level than you either, or they're like comparatively to you, like they're really fucking good. All right. So first things first, I'm gonna try to get this done quickly, but I'm like Loki really on my zone right now. That's weird. I didn't seem to use. Oh, I do have my sword. Well, alright, whatever. Teleport back. You got your chest. Even though I'm triple S rank, I think I'm like way over qualified for this. That was the word I was looking for. I'm way over qualified for this, so I'm like low key like not getting nowhere near as much as I used to when farming that raid. But if you're still getting like a decent amount from that, even if you're getting like maybe like 3 chests from that, you should be farming that as much as you can for levels. Well, not just for levels, maybe a little bit for levels, but if I'm leveling up, I usually do raids, because then that way I get experience and arrows and chest and like a bunch of loot. They're really good. Actually, before I show you the next raid, I'm gonna go to the bus stop, and I want to show you some place at bus stop 1. Over here, you're gonna want to go towards this building here, and this building, it's an L-shaped building. It has clothes and stuff. They have a way of crafting a few items that will be really useful to you. Go yes, and this is where you can make your skateboard, which would be really useful. I'm gonna show you how to get the upgraded version later on, but you need to craft the skateboard to get the upgraded version later too. So no matter what you're thinking, you gotta do it, bro, so you can get this skateboard I got right here faster and everything. Here's another Gupta where you can go to trade. And up here, this guy is pretty important. His name is Rahaj. Talk to him and you say yes. And over here, sometimes he has like different stat point essences and stuff, and they're pretty useful for your stands. This is so you can change your your character stats instead of your stand stats. Over here, if you go to pawn items, this is where you can sell your items. because your inventory can get full in this game, and it's really important to sell your items because later on you're gonna want to get like 10k, and with 10k you can buy prestige, which you'll need to be level 50 and have a stand at 100 conjuring for. And the bus stop, you can talk to her and go to bus stop 2. And at bus stop 2, you can get the quest for this right here. This is the quest you need. You talk to him and you get the quest, but that's only if you have the skateboard. And then after he gives you the quest, if you already have meet the requirements, you talk to him again, and he gives you the skateboard. This upgraded skateboard I have here. And to activate the skateboard, you press B. Alright, you press B. And then, well, yeah. You check in your inventory, you go to items, and that's where your skateboard will be. And that's where you're gonna have to equip it. And, yeah. Oh, I got a skill? What? When did I get this? Whatever. These are your accessories. You're gonna want to like look through them, equip the best stats that they can give you. And for me, I have the vanity off because I think my fit is clean and I don't care for the fucking in-game fits. The in-game fits are alright, but I'm tough as hell. Alright, I'm tough. Sure, there's a couple other things over here to show you. Yeah, there is. So in the gym where it's bus stop 2, like I was talking about, which is very important to know, over here there is a boxing outfit. This top area is not that important, but over here you can get your boxing outfit if you really want to, and you can talk to the boxing coach. He'll be in the quest line too, but like, or the main storyline too. But if you talk to him right now, after all that questline stuff, or without having to do the questline stuff, he'll give you a quest. He'll give you an option to teach you boxing, which is a really cool fighting style. I have not used any of the fighting styles, so do not ask me about that shit. But hey, you'll know, man. I'm giving you all the information you could possibly want about this game. Over here, these are the yoga mats, and let me see the conjuring. I got conjuring 96 on my stand, and you can switch through your stands. When you click there and go to stand storage, you know, you don't get that many off rip, but it's okay. It's okay. I know you don't get jack shit stand storage. You get 1 stand storage when you start the game. But the way I got mine, low key, I did buy them. I did have to buy them from the shop. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. 1 stand storage. I bought like a couple. And this is also where I bought the permanent custom clothing, which is, if you're asking me about my custom clothing, how to get that, you gotta get it, bro. You just gotta buy it. But it's an item. So maybe when they add trading, you'll be able to trade for it, so that's no big deal. Also, if you didn't know, every time you prestige, you unlock 1 extra stand storage. That is big news. And then, alright, so if you go into the place, Matt, you talk to the Matt, or you activate the Matt. Sometimes it's bugged like this, where he doesn't move. You can see I have a katana equipped. I'll show you later how to get the katana, and it's actually really fucking easy. That's the exact stand I have, by the way. I just have a skin for mine. It's Violence from Chainsaw Man. And every time you kill him, your inner self, you get a chance, or not a chance, you're definitely gonna get it no matter what. But every time you kill him, you level up your conjuring, which I'm gonna show you something over at the other raid, the first raid, because I forgot to show you it first. And I only increased it once because I already had a pretty high conjuring. But what you want to do for getting your conjuring up higher, I just don't, it's a perk, right? I don't have the perk equipped right now because I'm not focused on leveling my abilities, because I already have them, and I'm gonna get them over time anyways because I'm already like pretty high on conjuring. You're gonna want to go to bus stop 14. When you're at bus stop 14, here I'm gonna activate my skateboard. Can't really move it, can't really turn it if you don't move it, so you gotta, you know, kind of get used to it, but it's pretty fun. Alright, talk to him, Mohammed Abdul. He has his own shop. Every time you beat Abdul, you get tokens, and these are basically what you can get. This is a really important perk to get, the Conjurer, because you could just buy it, and if you have it like equipped, it doubles your stand conjuration gain, so it's 2 times like conjuration. There's also King of Flames, which all your stand abilities will apply burn, or if not, like your prominent ones. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a pretty big deal. A world event is starting. Head to Morio. So this game, it has PvP and PvE. So if you're not really big on farming raids, which is what this game is mostly about, farming raids. But this game does have a bit of bandit beating, but that's only if you're trying to follow the storyline. If you really want to, you can really just be doing PvP and do all that you want through there. And bus stop 1, because some quests will have to get you, some quests that you get will have to have you like do these world events, and they're like PvP focused. So that's kind of I'm sorry, if you're a strictly PvE player, you're gonna have to sacrifice a couple things. You know, your sanity. I don't care. I don't know. I've never done PvP in this game, so I don't know how that really is. I'm gonna do PvP later though, so I can finish another quest to get this item. I'll show you in a moment. So you go to bus stop, press yes, and I forgot to show you this, but at bus stop 2, yeah, there's a lot of shit near the gym, which is really useful to know. You're gonna want to go from this side here. They have another raid, which is the Jotaro raid, which is a raid that you're gonna be farming. Even before Kira, even though this raid is higher level than Kira, this raid is kind of difficult because you're fighting Jotaro in this one. But unlike the Kira raid, Jotaro doesn't blow you up mandatorily, no matter what. So with the Kira raid, you have to perfectly time your dodges, even when you're not close to him, because there's an automatic explosion thing that happens when you get into like his boss room. And Kira's like a whole hassle, man. But here's your shop. You can check all the shops from any raid shop, and you get enough tokens, you should be able to get what you want from here. Here's the prime stuff for Jotaro. Here's the chains I will get eventually. Here's these pretty cool perks. I haven't really checked them yet, but I will eventually. The Dio raid is pretty cool, but I haven't started yet. It's pretty cool because this is where you're gonna get some end game weapons, Shadow Axe and Stop Sign right here. Do low-key grind to at least level 40, like on your character, so you can try to defeat this. And mind you, your stands, depending on what they're proficient in, if your stands are mainly like attack damage instead of like range, or like passively like doing damage like poison and stuff, right? Poison, if you're doing like poison damage, you're gonna want to put points into destructive energy. If you have like strength based attacks on your stand, and they mainly are proficient in strength, you're gonna want to put destructive power. Destructive energy, I'm only putting points into because I have White Snake, and he has like plenty of moves that have pretty good passive like abilities. Like if you look at the C move, you punch down, and anything that walks in here gets a little bit of stun, plus it's getting poisoned over time while being in here. And the disc throw is explosive if it hits anything, and the revolver is a ranged attack. It's not a strength based attack either. And maybe the disc extraction is also something that's based in destructive energy, but if you're using a stand that is mainly doing melee based attacks, then you're gonna want to mainly put points in destructive power. Energy is for everything else. This raid here is the single most difficult raid in the game, and you're gonna find it in the first bus stop. Um, this raid is apparently the second raid you do in the game, but it's at the end of the storyline and is the most difficult shit you'll ever find in damn near most of Roblox, I fear. This is like by the way, the NPCs or the NPCs that you fight in this game have like peroxide level intelligence, and they fight like genuine demons. Not only does this boss have an automatic explosive ability that blows you up over time, even if you're not touching him or are near him, which you have to perfectly learn to dodge at the exact moment where it's gonna like blow up. But it's that this boss is also in this game, a game where all the NPCs fight like they're demon generals straight from fucking Devil May Cry, man. But yeah, these guys are monsters, man. They're dangerous. But yeah, not only that, but Kira's raid, before you even get to him, you have to fight through waves and waves and waves of enemies, which they all fight crazy, right? But they can be killed. The problem with them that you're gonna face is that if you're not picking them off one by one, they're gonna gang up on you and give you the worst jumping ever imaginable. All right, this will be like, it will be like you hit two guys by accident and you get like stun locked into a death loop, which two guys you'll have like a little bit of chance to get out of there, right? But if you get jumped by like 3 or 4 people, you're cooked, bro. Honest. So what you're gonna be wanting to focus on while doing the Kira raids is using ranged moves. Use ranged moves to get them individually to come to you and pick them off over time. And with the Jotaro raid, which he's kind of difficult himself because he can stop time, you're gonna want him to get behind. You're gonna want him to be behind like a fence, and you're gonna be going around it a few times because they do dash sideways. And the main reason I want you to get him behind a fence is because he's genuinely a fucking problem, because he can stop time and he does a lot of damage. So you get him behind a fence, and when you hear that he's about to stop time, get the fuck away from the fence. Just like get in a position where he's gonna keep going forward towards you, but get the fuck away from the fence, bro. He does way too much. The NPCs in this game are, I don't know, bro. Every anime game keeps trying to outdo themselves in AI, bro. The AI in this game is some malicious shit, bro. Came from like the depths of Hades himself, you know. Where's fucking bullshit you gotta have to deal with in some Roblox history. Worst games out there, but goddamn, this is crazy. But hey, I know that's gonna take like it might scare you off, but hey, bro, you gotta give this game a chance. Not only does this game have beautiful art style, the combat is fun, but the stands are beautiful, and you have great skins to get. And the game has a lot of versatility, like how there's TP spots everywhere, like the bus stops, and you get your skateboard. If you want, you can buy a motorcycle, but that's kind of fucking expensive. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And random chance that you get a skin for a stand you get from an arrow. If you get a lucky arrow, it's mandatory skin. Even if it's gonna be a high chance that you're probably gonna get a grayscale dog shit skin, but it's whatever, bro. Right? You gotta give this game a chance. It's awesome. So I believe I covered a good portion. Oh yeah. All right. So there's this thing right here. You click on, and it's gonna show you your quests. That's your first thing you're gonna see. You're gonna have multiple different tabs for different things. Over here, you're probably gonna unlock shit without like meaning to. You're just gonna be on accident, but this is pretty cool to have. But you go to your achievements, and if you want to get like any kind of title, you have to like do like what you have to do in these achievements to claim them. Here mine, I claim my kendo one because I just learned it. And over here you talk to Saitama at bus stop 1, and this is where you're gonna be wanting to equip your titles. They're pretty cool. So that covers like a pretty important amount of shit. There's also something I gotta show you over yonder. Where's the bus stop? There it is. Over here, you click on bus stop. You're gonna want to go to bus stop, I believe it's 10. Bus stop 10. Yep. The bus stop 10, which is near the end of the game. That you, like, not that near the end of the game. There's a lot to do. But once you're level 50 and you get like a stand to 100 in conjuring, you're gonna want to go here and you're gonna want to activate your prestige. You press yes, and yep, get level. Well, right now I already prestige, but I'm level 36 right now. But in the prestige shop, oh yeah, you're gonna get 5 shards, like 5 prestige shards when you prestige. The shop has some interesting stuff. This is the bloodlust. If you buy this perk, it's what's gonna help you get dark intentions, or dark, I forgot what it's called, dark motivation, something like that. And it's pretty cool, it looks cool. And then dark determination. All right, you get this, and then you get this for the upgrade later on, and it's pretty important if you want your dark determination or whatever. I haven't got it yet, so over here you can spend your shards for skin. It could be either of these 3 that I will give you, but it'll be random which one of these 3 will give you. And if you're lucky, you can get this prestige the world high voltage, which I wanted, but instead I got my violence the world high voltage, which is still pretty cool because I love Chainsaw Man. I named my dog after a Chainsaw Man character. So yeah, and you don't have to have these stands. You don't have to have these stands for it to give you these stands. It's just you roll for it with a shard, and it'll just straight up give you the stand. Before I teach you how to get the weapons, I want to teach you where some of the bosses are. There it is. Travel to the gas station. The like bosses in this game, you know, not the raids, but like the actual bosses, are a pretty decent way to get levels. And here's the katana I have equipped. I don't know why I didn't show it earlier, but here it is. It's good to have weapons because then you'll have more reach to use the block breaks. And block breaks are, I haven't been using them at all because I didn't have any reach until now, because I only just recently got the katana. But block breaks are pretty nice to have, you know what I'm saying? Let me kill him real quick, or as fast as I can right now. If you're lucky like me, sometimes the bosses will bug. They don't bug very often unless you're training conjuring in the gym. But you know, over there that like conjuring boss is fairly difficult if it's not bugged. Alright, and you see I got chests, and yeah, you can also get arrows and chests from this, so it's pretty good to farm bosses. And these do give you like a decent amount of levels. And yeah, they do spawn at different times, or not different times, they do have a cooldown on their spawn, so you're gonna want to take them down individually. Over here, bus stop 16, should be the other boss. There it is. This is another part 4 boss. You're gonna want to go over to him, but he's a lower level boss. He's not gonna be as much difficulty, but he still drops things, so it's nice to have, you know, things and stuff. I'd show you more of the bosses, but if I'm being honest, it's not really that necessary. Oh, this one he just spawns immediately. Oh, this is pretty Good way to farm for chests then. Cosmic radiation? What the hell is that? Well, that's pretty fucking cool. Well, I just got something pretty interesting. Probably a crafting item or something. But yeah. Well, there's an outfit here too. Near this boss. Oh yeah, if you're trying to get Made in Heaven, over here is the quest to achieve it. So what's this bus stop? Bus stop 18. I may or may not edit this video, but I'm kind of going fast with it, so I might not have to cut through it a lot. Maybe. Alright. So if you go northwest from that bus stop over there I just showed you, this will be Made in Heaven. I'll probably be able to make this 10 minutes long, so it's probably going to be posted on YouTube. I want to get it on TikTok though. See, this is where you talk to Poochie to get your Made in Heaven quest. Check out bus stop 10. Where the hell is it? Oh, okay, over here. Bus stop 10. You're gonna want to go down here. And if I haven't already showed you, this is where you can get a karate uniform. And over here, you can learn karate. Cool fighting style to learn. Travel to bus stop 15. And this is the easiest way to get your first weapon for more reach. Well, at least without a stand, for more reach. And also so you can have more reach when block breaking, because when you block break, you use your hands. Over here, it's pretty cool. You get the samurai uniform if you want to buy it. Some fucking Bleach type outfit. And this is where you talk to him. You get his quest for kendo. Switch to it and whatever, because I already did the quest, I think. And you talk to him about it. And when you get the quest, it'll tell you to kill 10 of these samurai after you do that quest. Or actually just activating the quest will give you a katana, and you can learn the fighting style for it. I think I actually got a skill. I did. I got a skill for my katana. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Go back to bus stop 10, and there's another thing that'll be another thing to learn. That'll be pretty useful. What is this? Alright, well, that's another quest line you can activate. But, over here, if I can find it. Yeah, it's right here. There is Miyamoto Musashi, which you can farm to get his Odachi, and it's like super long katana. And it's actually pretty good, but it's a 0.5% chance drop. You're going to want to go to bus stop 2. Again, we keep going right back to this place, but there's a lot of really cool things to look into. And you go through here, northwest, and go northeast from here, and you talk to this guy. You talk to him, and you get a quest to get the hammer, and it's the hammer from part 2 that Joseph used against that one pillar man that uses wind. I forgot his name. Don't ask me about it. I watched JoJo. I'm just very forgetful. Go to bus stop 17. And then bus stop 17, you're going to want to go down this trail over here with the big archway. Keep following down this path. Then you're going to see it when you get up there. Hold on. Alright. Right over here. Turn around, and here you're gonna find Bruford. And then when you talk to Bruford, you're gonna get the quest, and it's for luck and pluck, which I low-key really want to get that weapon because I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, you're gonna find the quest in here. Quests. It's the Hero's Blade. Complete, and yeah, I'm gonna track that. And this is what I mean by you're gonna want to do a world event for some of these quests. Which man, I don't like PvP, but PvP is something you can do if you don't want to do raids or bosses or bandit beating. There's not really that much bandit beating, but there is some in this game. There's a fair amount of it. Yeah. You can go look through the quests that you unlock here, and yeah, it should be everything. By the way, it should be end of the video, but please don't go yet. This is my birthday today, and I'm hoping that one of y'all or some of y'all can wish me a happy birthday in the chat. That'll be really nice. I'll appreciate it a lot. And since we hit like 500 followers, and I'm really lazy, so I don't like really making videos, I made a full guide of Bizarre Lineage, and hopefully that'll come to your use. And that'll be my 500 followers special. This little guide here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.